Italy holds a significant place in history, with Rome once standing as the nucleus of a vast and commanding empire. However, it might surprise you that Italy as we know it today didn't come into existence until 1861. In this video, we won't delve into Italy's formation, but rather focus on a stark contrast in the quality of life within the country. The northern regions boast illustrious names like Gucci, Ferrari, and other luxury brands that we have attained global recognition. However, the southern parts of Italy lack these prestigious symbols, and this isn't a mere enigma. Delving deeper, we uncover glaring income disparities between these two regions. The wealthiest area, Lombardy, lies in north, with an average salary of 32,000 euros. It's quite a contrast from Basilicata, situated in the south. This region claims the title of the poorest in the country with an average salary of 25,000 euros. So why does southern Italy lag behind the north in terms of economic prosperity? Let's explore the underlying factors. To kick off this video, it's important to note that I'll be primarily focusing on contemporary concerns, especially those following the Cold War era. Speaking of which, let's dive right into discussing this significant period in history. During the Cold War era, the world was split between two main beliefs: capitalism and communism. And this caused global issues to be put aside or not fully addressed until one belief won out. You see, this quiet period lasted for about 50 years, but when the Cold War ended, international problems just sped up again. And this new era brought challenges that hadn't been seen since the start of the Cold War. It was all about countries relying on each other more. However, during the Cold War, some countries looked out for themselves more. Italy, for example, had to deal with problems caused by globalization. Not having many industries, political corruption, and holding on to old ways of life were all troubles Italy had to succumb. These issues have become a big problem for Italy's government and how the whole European Union is run. These challenges start with globalization, which has had a big impact on Italy and the European Union as a whole. Globalization is when countries depend on each other through trade and business, and this has affected Italy a lot. First, many jobs have been moved to other countries, which has hurt Italy's economy. Businesses in Italy and Europe have started using companies in other places to do work, leading to fewer jobs in Italy. This happened because of high taxes and more opportunities for businesses in other parts of the world. Second, energy costs have gone up, which affects industries. You see, industries, they need a lot of energy to make things, and when this energy costs more, it makes products more expensive and can cause job cuts, which could lead to a recession. And now, Italy wants to do well in the world economy, but is facing challenges. It has a lot of resources and people that could help it to be prosperous, but these resources haven't been used fully. This is especially true in the southern parts of Italy, where there are geographical problems that make development harder. You see, geographical challenges directly impact economic success, particularly for industries in Italy today. Companies from Italy and Europe as a whole hesitate to invest in southern Italy, especially in the inland areas due to physical hurdles like vast distances between markets, difficult terrain, and scarcity of natural resources and waterways. The significant distances between markets within the southern regions of Italy affect the economy. This is because the major and minor cities are spread out, isolating them to some extent and making transportations of goods harder. Moreover, challenging terrain obstructs the growth of industries in southern Italy. Companies find it expensive to develop and maintain properties in this region, which isn't economically practical, especially considering the complication brought by globalization. Additionally, the scarcity of natural resources, including non-renewable energy and water, hinders industrial development in the south. Water and waterways are vital for shipping goods and services and play a crucial role in production. Without access to sufficient water, the cost of products would rise significantly, impacting profitability. These physical barriers discourage industries, particularly newer ones, who are at risk. Businesses look for advantages that benefit them institutionally and commercially, not disadvantages. And you see, the outcome of these challenges is a lack of industries in southern Italy, which leads to poverty. And the primary challenges of poverty in southern Italy stems from its economic underdevelopment. The two issues are closely intertwined. This lack of industrial growth has resulted in an economic burden that impacts not only Italy domestically, but also the broader European continent on an international scale. The roots of this poverty and underdevelopment can be traced to the southern regions of the country. The southern third of Italy comprises several regions that are agriculturally rich, but financially poor and economically underdeveloped. Among the most impoverished southern regions are Sicily, Calabria, and Basilicata. These areas significantly impede the Italian economy due to their high unemployment rates and the lack of taxable income derived from the underground economy prevalent in these regions. The underdevelopment rate in southern Italy has consistently remained at around 40% in recent times, and this high rate can largely be attributed to the scarcity of industrial employment opportunities in the region. You see, the foundation of the southern Italian economy lies in the agriculture and horticultural sectors, which is just one among several factors contributing to the lack of industrialization in the region. Another significant factor for this lack of industrialization can be traced back to the ill-conceived policies enacted by the Italian national government in response to free trade. You see, the impact of free trade on Italy as well as Europe as a whole has notably affected both intra and supra economies. So you see, Italy's ability to counteract the challenges posed by free trade through policies and tariff is constrained by the approval of the European Union. The consequences of free trade has disproportionately impacted southern industries, leaving them financially vulnerable in contrast to their more prosperous northern counterparts. While the northern industries have managed to adapt to free trade by amassing additional financial resources and benefiting from economic policies and tax incentives, the southern industries has suffered due to inadequate governmental support, resulting in diminished profits. The southern regions have faced an increased tax burden, a consequence of tax breaks extended to struggling industries. This has exerted a substantial strain on the population, particularly in the southern areas. Italy's social democratic principles necessitate tax revenue to fund programs to cater to the welfare of the entire population, including domestic industries. However, these taxes have a lesser impact on the north, given the higher household income prevalent there. The northern regions allocate these funds toward enhancing education and social initiatives. The southern areas grappling with a higher unemployment rate find collecting taxes from the unemployed to be challenging, thereby intensifying the tax burden on local industries. As a result, the financial viability of the southern industries is adversely affected. Industrial tax incentives and economic policies, although intended to promote growth, have proven less effective in the southern regions. These policies tend to favor the north due to its stronger financial position and greater concentration of markets. Additionally, inadequate governmental and private investment, which typically contribute to stability and long-term growth in businesses, have hindered industrial development in the south. It's possible that deeper issues underlie the modern challenges of southern Italy's underdevelopment. If you're interested in delving even deeper into the subject, please let me know in the comments for a potential part 2. I hope this video has provided you with insight into the economic challenges faced by southern Italy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.